So let's just move on further towards the question number 2. Question number 2 says show that 1.2727 so goes on can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are the integers and Q cannot be equal to 0. So let's just start the solution of this particular question as, first of all, we know that the number 1.272727 so goes on can be represented as 1.27 bar, because we know that after the decimal point, two digits are repeating itself again and again, 272727 many number of times, and so goes on. So it can be represented as 1.27 bar, because bar represents a number is repeating itself in the pair. So 272727 again and again. So let us suppose the first step would be like, let x is equal to 1.272727 and so goes on. So let us suppose I'm calling it as first equation. So as we know that there are two digits that are repeating after the decimal point itself, so we will multiply this particular number or this particular equation by 100, because we know that if there are any numbers after the decimal point that are repeating itself, we will multiply 10, 100, 1000 according to that. So there are two numbers that are, or there are two digits that are repeating itself after the decimal point, so we will multiply this number by 100. So let's just start it. We will multiply equation number 1 by 100. So we are multiplying it by 100, so it will be like 100 into x, which is equal to 100 into 1.272727 and so goes on. So this will be like 100x, which is equal to, after solving it, we will get the answer as 127.272727 and so goes on. So let us suppose I'm calling this equation as equation number 2. Now the further step will be like, we have to subtract the second and the first equation in the manner 2 minus 1. So we are subtracting 2 minus 1, which means that 100x, which is equal to 127.272727 so goes on, is actually subtracting with the equation number 1, which is nothing but x is equal to 1.272727 and so goes on. So let's just subtract these two equations as 100x minus 1x, which is 99 of x, which is equal to 127 point this is, and 1.27 and so goes on. After subtracting, we will get the answer as 126.000. So actually our motive is to make all the decimal places after the decimal point to be 0. We will multiply the first equation by such a multiple of 10 such that the equation at the end after subtracting with each other will give us the decimal places or the points that are after the decimal point as 0. So this is our motive for multiplying this 100, 10, 1000 with this equation number 1. So we will get the answer as 99x is equal to 126. So let's just solve it. We know that the equation is 99x, which is equal to 126.000 means 126 again. So let's just solve it as x is equal to 126 divided by 99. So if I'm talking about dividing it by 9, so 9, 1 and 1. So it will be nothing but 9, 1 and 9, 4, 36. 9 into 4 is nothing but 36. So the answer x is nothing but is equal to 14 by 11. And from the equation number 1, we know that the value of x is 1.272727. So this is nothing but is equal to 14 by 11. So hence the number 1.27272727 can be represented as 14 by 11, which is nothing but of the form P by Q, where P is nothing but 14, Q is nothing but 11, P and Q are any integers, with the condition that the denominator is not is equal to 0. So this is the representation of 1.27 bar of the form P by Q. So I hope all the steps are all clear to you, that what are the steps that are needed to make any particular decimal expression in the form of P by Q.